once again, warmly welcome on academic session of redemption of redeemable preference shares. In the last session of RPS, I have explained one example with 3 new points. Today, in this video, I will explain some new points with advanced level practical example. See the example number 5. The balance sheet of DH Limited as on 31st March 2020. See in the balance sheet, equity shares of rupees 10 each, paid up value rupees 9 per share, 12% redeemable preference share 10 each, rupees 8 paid up, 14% redeemable preference shares rupees 10 each, fully paid up, general reserve, profit and loss account, securities premium and creditors. On the asset side, fixed assets, investments, bank balance and other current assets. So, see the adjustments. Number 1, it was decided to redeem 12% redeemable preference shares at a premium of 10% and 14% redeemable preference share at a premium of 5% on the date of balance sheet after complying necessary provision of Companies Act 2013. Second, investments were sold at rupees 3 lakhs. Third, now bank balance is to be maintained in the business is rupees 1 lakh. For this purpose, 15% cumulative preference shares were issued at a premium of 10% in adequate number. And last, number 4, afterwards on the same date, one bonus share for 2 equity shares held was to be given and bonus was declared for converting partly paid up equity shares into fully paid up shares. Write journal entries in the books of DH Limited and prepare revised balance sheet as per Companies Act. See in this example, the most important point is for the bonus share. Here, bonus is declared for partly paid up equity share and for the fully paid up equity share. So this is the new point in this example. And 2 preference shares are redeemed, 12% and 14%. 12% RPS redeemed with 10% premium and 14% RPS redeemed with 5% premium. So this is also a new point in this example. First, we will make required calculation. So steps for the calculation. Number 1, calculate amount of share call. Calculate amount of RPS. Calculate amount of new shares. Calculate amount of CRR. Calculate amount of bonus shares. It is for partly paid up and also for the fully paid up. Next, journal entries and prepare balance sheet. So we will make calculation one by one. First calculation, it is for the amount of share call. Here 14% preference shares are fully paid up. So it is not required to make share call on these shares. But 12% RPS are partly paid up. So amount of share call on 12% RPS. First we have to make calculation for the number of shares. So number of shares is equal to 8 lakhs paid up value divided by per share paid up value 8. So number of shares 1 lakh. Now amount of share call is equal to 1 lakh multiply rupees 2 per share. So the total share call amount is rupees 2 lakhs. Amount of RPS, it is for 12%. So 12% RPS 10 lakhs plus 10% redemption premium rupees 1 lakh. So total amount of RPS rupees 11 lakhs. Now amount of RPS for 14% preference share. So 14% RPS amount 6 lakhs. It is redeemed with 5% premium. So plus redemption premium 5%, 30,000. Total amount of RPS rupees 6 lakh 30,000. Next, it is the calculation for the new shares, and here the closing balance of cash and bank is given. So we have to calculate new shares by preparing cash and bank account. So cash and bank account, first we will record on debit side. Opening balance of cash rupees 10 lakhs. It is given in the old balance sheet of the company. Share call on 12% RPS rupees 2 lakhs. Sale of investment rupees 3 lakhs. Now on the credit side, redemption of 12% RPS 11 lakhs. Redemption of 14% RPS 6 lakh 30,000 and closing balance of cash rupees 1 lakh. Total on the credit side rupees 18 lakh 30,000. Put it on the debit side 18 lakh 30,000. Find the difference and it is rupees 3 lakh 30,000. This is the amount of new shares. Here the company has issued new 15% cumulative preference shares. So this is the amount of preference shares, and it is also issued with premium. So this is the amount of preference share and security premium. So we have to make classification for the face value of new shares and the amount of premium. So 15% preference share capital is equal to 3 lakh 30,000 divided by 110%, because new shares are issued at 10% premium. So total value including premium is equal to 110. So the face value of new share is rupees 3 lakhs. So the remaining part, it is for the security premium. So security premium is equal to 3 lakhs multiply 10%. So it is rupees 30,000. Next calculation for the amount of CRR is equal to face value of RPS less face value of new shares. Face value of RPS, it is total. It means 12% RPS face value plus 14% RPS face value. So 10 lakhs plus 6 lakhs. So total 16 lakhs minus face value of new shares. It is 3 lakhs. So the difference is rupees 13 lakhs. So in this example, we have to make provision for CRR of rupees 13 lakhs. Next calculation, it is for the amount of bonus shares. Here company has declared bonus share for partly paid up equity shares and also for the fully paid up equity shares. So first we will calculate for partly paid up shares. Here the equity share face value is rupees 10 and paid up value is rupees 9. So the per share value rupees 1, it is in the share call. So this rupees 1 is declared by bonus. So first we will calculate number of equity shares. Total paid up value 18 lakhs divided by per share paid up value 9. So number of shares 2 lakhs. Amount of bonus share is equal to 2 lakhs multiply per share call amount is 1. So rupees 2 lakhs. Amount of bonus shares for the fully paid up equity shares. Here company has issued one bonus share against two equity shares. So present equity shares 2, bonus share 1. Present equity shares 2 lakhs. The number of bonus shares are 1 lakh. So bonus share capital is equal to 1 lakh multiply 10. So the total value is rupees 10 lakhs. After the required calculation, journal entries in the books of company. Here in this example, 12% RPS is partly paid up. So first we have to convert into fully paid up. So first two entries are for the share call. First entry, final share call account debit to 12% RPS account credit, rupees 2 lakhs. Now company can get the amount of share call. So the second entry, bank account debit to final share call account credit, rupees 2 lakhs. After the two entries for the share call, it is for the RPS entries. So first entry for RPS, 12% RPS account debit, rupees 10 lakhs. 14% RPS account debit, 6 lakhs. Redemption premium on RPS account debit, total 1,30,000. 2, 12% preference shareholders account, 11 lakhs. 2, 14% preference shareholders account, 6,30,000. Now for this, company can make provision by new shares or by CRR. So first entry, it is for the issue of new preference shares. Bank account debit 3,30,000 to 15% preference share capital account 3 lakhs to security premium account rupees 30,000. And for the remaining amount, company can make provision for CRR. So fifth entry, it is for the CRR. General reserve account debit to capital redemption reserve account credit, rupees 13 lakhs. After the provision, company can pay to the preference shareholders. So 12% preference shareholders account debit 11 lakhs. 14% preference shareholders account debit 6,30,000 to bank account credit 17,30,000. Now company can write off redemption premium against security premium. So company can use security premium from the old balance sheet and also from the issue of new shares. So security premium account debit 1,30,000 to redemption premium on RPS account credit rupees 1,30,000. Now entries for the bonus share. Here company has declared bonus share for the partly paid up share and also for the fully paid up share. So I will write the entries for the partly paid up shares separately and bonus for the fully paid up share separately. So for the partly paid up share, we have to pass 3 journal entries, and the most important provision is that company cannot use the amount of CRR for the bonus share for the partly paid up share. So company can declare or company can convert partly paid up share to the fully paid up share by bonus from the general reserve or other reserve, but not from the CRR. So first entry for partly paid up share is equity share final call account debit 2 lakhs to equity share capital account credit 2 lakhs. Now provision for the bonus share from general reserve. So general reserve account debit 2 lakhs to bonus to equity shareholders account credit rupees 2 lakhs. Now company can issue the bonus to the shareholders. So third entry, bonus to equity shareholders account debit 2 lakhs to equity share final call account credit rupees 2 lakhs. Now next two entries, it is for the bonus share for fully paid up share, and for this company can use the amount of CRR. So entry number 11, capital redemption reserve account debit to bonus to equity shareholders account credit rupees 10 lakhs. Now issue the bonus share in the entry number 12. So bonus to equity shareholders account debit to equity share capital account credit 10 lakhs. And last entry, it is for the sale of investment. Investment of rupees 4 lakh sells with rupees 3 lakhs. So it is with the loss. So the entry is bank account debit 3 lakhs, profit and loss account debit 1 lakh to investment account credit rupees 4 lakhs. Now balance sheet. Balance sheet of DH Company Limited as on 1st April 2020. In the equity and liability side, first shareholders fund, under that first share capital, equity share capital of rupees 10 each 30 lakhs, 15% preference share capital 3 lakhs, total 33 lakhs. Reserves and surplus, under that first general reserve 15 lakhs, capital redemption reserve, it is 3 lakhs, total 18 lakhs. Non-current liabilities are not given, so it is dash. Current liabilities, under that only one liability is there, creditors 5 lakhs. So total of the balance sheet 56 lakhs. Next, asset side. In the asset side, first non-current assets, under that fixed assets, again under that tangible assets. So only one tangible asset is given and it is fixed assets, rupees 39 lakhs. Then intangible assets not given, so it is dash. Current assets, under that other current assets except cash 16 lakhs, and bank balance rupees 1 lakh. So total 17 lakhs. So total fixed assets 39 lakhs, total current assets 17 lakhs. So total of the balance sheet again 56 lakhs. So thank you very much for watching this video. I will explain one more advanced level practical example in the next video. So see you again in the next video. Thank you very much.